What's good? What's good? I don't know who that is. Art was good. How y'all doing? Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button as soon as y'all come in here, man. What's good? What's good? Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button, man. 27 of y'all in here. Shout out to y'all. What's good, Bam? What's good? What's good? What's good? My day going great, bro. You know, early morning get the worm is what they say, right? I'm just waking up trying to inspire others and inspire myself at the same time. You know what I'm saying? Greatness on top of greatness. You know what I'm saying? I'll be feeling like I don't be wanting to make content from a position of weakness, like or challenge. Sometimes that be the best content, but sometimes we just want to be already successful, and that's why we struggle to make. I wouldn't even say good content or great content. We struggle to make consistent content because it'd be like, damn, like you might even be up in your head like, what people gonna think about this? What people gonna think about that? And it's like, bruh, Cash was good. Like, bruh, you ain't gonna get nowhere thinking like that. You ain't gonna get nothing done in life. You gotta buck the system. You gotta challenge the system. You can't let the system, pulverize you, pulverize. Poverty isn't just financial. It's emotional. It's mental. It's spiritual. You know what I'm saying? This is why most people can't get ahead in life because they so busy thinking about what other people gonna think about what they about to do. You know what I'm saying? I be so proud of myself when I get this camera on and going. I be like, yo, cool. Appreciate the love. I be like, yo, cool. You got the camera on going. You know what I'm saying? From there, you could do a lot of stuff you can't do with the camera not on. You feel what I'm saying? You can't even mess up or embarrass yourself if the camera not on. No, not to speak those words over myself because there ain't no way to embarrass myself. But I'm just saying, like, you can't even make a mistake from safety. You see what I'm saying? Tyler, what's good? Hit that subscribe button, man. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it's just like, I think one of the biggest things people hate is stagnation. I know I do. Drop a one in the chat if you hate stagnation. If you hate stagnation. When you subscribe today or you been locked in? Shout out to Tyler with that one. I see you. War was good, Thunder. War Thunder was good. Milk said, I hate you. Okay, Art still in here. He messing with me. What's good, Art? I see you dropping them ones in the chat. Cash said, how are you? I'm great. You know what I'm saying? I'm great. You see the sun shining. You know what I'm saying? Sun shining. That's what we opened up the patio. I call it patio pimping. You know what I'm saying? I'm patio pimping. I'm not even on the patio, but I got the sun coming in through the patio door. So we just gotta see the thing about growth, right? Because I believe in America, a lot of people have false growth. So like, and I experienced this a lot in my reality. That's why I'm about to talk about it. False growth. What is false growth? It's exactly what it sounds like. It's common fucking sense, but common sense ain't common. So I gotta make the content about the shit. So obviously, the greatest trick ever invented by Satan himself is to put you on a Ferris wheel or a treadmill where you feel like you're going somewhere you're not going. Um, and it's better when everyone around you doesn't intervene, or maybe they can't even stop you or can't intervene. So you're just, it's kind of like when you want a girl and the girl don't really want you, but the girl's like, okay, here, like, I'll give you some attention. But the girl's like, I'm never gonna sleep with this guy. So you're just um you're on a continuum, if that makes sense. A continuum, and a lot of people are on a continuum. Appreciate that gift, real talk. That's a nice gift right there. I love when y'all gift me, for real, for real. So imagine being on a continuum for success, right? To me, that's the most devious one, because at least if you chase a chick, it's like, okay, you get over that. You know what I'm saying? You could get over not getting the girl of your dreams, because that's like bare minimum satanic, right? You like, you just can't get the girl of your dreams. Like, I know for me, I don't give a damn. Like, personally, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't already accepted that when we were younger, that you can't get Megan Good. You can't get Beyonce. You know, you can't get Hannah Montana. You can't get girls out of your league, right? Now that we older, we grown men, you might run into them if you in New York or you're, you know what I'm saying? You might run in, you might cross paths, and maybe you could shoot your shot. But some things just seem too far um fetched. You know what I mean? Chat. I don't know if y'all sticking with me, but let me see. Can you rate my football edits? Sigma, what's good? Hit that subscribe button. You said, yo, football edits. It's on your channel? It's night over there. Oh, word? I live in Wyoming. Shout out to Wyoming. I need to visit y'all eventually. Sigma, the aura. Okay, you popped up. Football as in soccer? That's you? Nobody cares about your football edit. That's what Milk said. You day trade future or crypto? I don't day trade. I don't even know how to do any of that. And that kind of bothers me sometimes. I'd be like, I probably have made a couple dollars off that joint by now. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I wonder why do everybody in Philly ride dirt bikes and quads and shit, four wheelers and shit. Where do you live? Because America would be night now, so you must live somewhere in Asia. Because I see daylight going through the curtains. My son is moving out, and now I don't know who's gonna eat my. Yo, she said this weird ass shit every. Me and Kendra tried to call you yesterday before work. Yeah, should I go to Starbucks or should I go to Dunkin' Donuts? I'm thinking about hitting Dunkin'. No cap. I'm thinking about hitting Dunkin'. You know what I'm saying? America runs on Dunkin'. Dang, the wind was super strong. It blew my pants away. I don't have any choice but embarrass myself. Hello from Monte. What? Hit the dunk, bro. I like to start my mornings off with coffee and chess. And I was gonna ride my bike to the joint, but I might just walk. How you change your mind on where you from? Should I go to Starbucks or should I go to Dunkin' Donuts? I already 85% know I'm going to Dunkin' Donuts. You should get a job, bum boy. Job these nuts. Let me see. Um, what's good, Riot? How you feeling today, man? Good day, sir. Good day. Edit was good. Edit, edit, edit. Hit that subscribe button. We really only need 2 more subs to hit our goal. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. So go ahead and smash that subscribe button and just hit that like button. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Know what I mean? Know what I mean? You know what I mean? Do you get the point? Do you get the point like an icicle? Damn. Bad little ride it like a bicycle. Damn. Changed my mind. I'm from Indonesia. It's a splendid day, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's a splendid day. Magnificent. Like I said, man, if y'all are trapped in the house right now watching me, open the window. Open up the porch. Look out into the air. Look out into the sometimes you gotta look at the day. If you're not fully out there yet, you gotta just look at it. You know what I'm saying? Get some of that sunlight in your eyes. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. You know what I'm saying? How to rap, my good sir. Yeah, I know how to rap. I don't rap though. I try to stay away from rapping, but I do know how to rap. I don't do it a lot cuz it's like a waste of time to me. But if someone want to make me a rap song for my videos, cool. Like for my intro to my videos, cool, but I don't really I try not to rap. Like I'm at that age where I'm just looking at myself. I'm like, damn, bro, you lazy as hell. But you not even lazy. Like when I had my gym membership, I was in that shit every day. Yo, what's good, Mike Stevens? May I ask, do you like boxing or football? Boxing. I'm a boxing guy. That's what I'm saying. I'm not lazy, bro. What type of like you feel me? I know I could watch boxing and still be lazy, but like I literally got off of TikTok the accuracy ball. Like I haven't paused. I haven't pulled that out in like 3 weeks. After I got my motorbike, it's like I was outside on my motorbike every day, and then now that the tire is not on the motorbike, it's like I just got lazy randomly. Like, And I'm not even lazy. I'm just getting good amount of sleep these days. So it's kind of like you gotta correct yourself because some things seem the same and they not the same. Like getting a lot of sleep looks just like being lazy. So like I gotta make sure that I don't fall for my own bullshit. Like damn, cause you're not really doing shit these days. Like nah, I'm doing shit. It's just taking a minute to get where I'm going. There's a thin line between that chat between being lazy and going somewhere that is hard to get to. Like sometimes in life, like even with collabs, like I don't know, like I don't mind doing collabs, but I don't try to do collabs. But now I'm at a point where I'm like, you might as well do one or two collabs. But if I do that, I like I'm in talks with a couple folks, but it's like it's always like I feel like a lot of things in life be harder to do than what people make it seem like. Like we make shit look easy, but it's really not easy. You feel me? Like if that makes sense. Like I don't know if that makes sense, but that's how my life be. I don't know how everybody else life like. Shit might be simpler on y'all side. I don't know. Like this, like right now, I could just walk to the joint. I don't even. But a part of me like, bro, don't walk. Don't walk to Dunkin' Donuts. It's a waste of time. Don't do it. And it's not laziness either. It's just like something telling me not to do that. Don't make that chess move. You feel me? No cap. You gotta listen to yourself when your body tell you what and what not to do. Sometimes you gotta listen, bro. Fuck around, stay in the crib, and figure out something way different than what you was about to do. That's what be happening in my life. I be like, I be about to do one thing, but something will be holding me back. And then come to find out, you wasn't even supposed to do the thing you was trying to do. Cause something else ended up popping up that was way more advantageous and you wouldn't even been here to see or do the thing that you trying to do. You know what I'm saying? I hope that makes sense, but you know, y'all blowing me with this chat, cause this chat ain't you saw about 5 people in this bitch. Ain't nobody saying nothing. That shit, that's the quickest way to stress a game like Willow. I'm not gonna lie. That is the briefest way to stress anybody out. I ain't even never used the word briefest before. Briefest, shortest, concise. The most concise way to stress a nigga out is to have 4 views in a chat. That's the most quickest way to stress anybody out. You know what I'm saying? Cause I usually have a theme when I come in here. I'm about to talk about a theme. I don't even got no theme today. Oh, it's people in here. What the fuck? Yo, Chirac was good. Harry was good. UK. Shout out to UK. Shout out to the fucking UK, man. But I meant everything I said, even though y'all was in here responding the whole time. I still feel that way. You feel me? I really feel that way. And what's crazy is, like, I should just start making videos on having little viewers, like low views. Like I should just start making videos on that for the rest of my life. Like whenever you make your content the issue is no longer an issue. Like that's how demonic America is. It's like you have to literally address the issue in order for the issue to stop being an issue. Cause other than that, you could just make your niche content and that shit should go as far as it could go. But that's not gonna happen for everybody. I don't know. Some people should just they just a pretty bitch. They just get in front of the camera. That shit just 40K, 50K, 100K, and then they wonder why the females think that why is the dating thing like this? Women don't need men. All they gotta do is twerk. They don't need us, gang. They need me because I'm the type of nigga I'm act like I don't need them either. So they gonna need me. But I'm saying for the average nigga, they don't need you. You know what I'm saying? They don't need us. But when you work on yourself as a man, it balances. That's all it do. I'm gonna keep it a buck with y'all. It balance everything. But money will make anybody think they better than anybody. Period. That's just that's the moral of the story. I don't seen that shit time and time again. It could be family, it could be friends, it could be girlfriend, it could be it don't matter who it is. Money is leverage. Leverage is power. Power is confidence. Confidence is fuck you. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you ain't have confidence or you struggled for too long. If you struggled for too long, you're like, man, listen, kiss my ass. That's literally the exact speech pattern that you take on. And everything ain't verbal, right? People don't gotta tell you that. You just could tell by how slow they text you. Like you could tell by how they ignore you. Cause money could occupy love. Like money doesn't replace family. But you would have swore it do by how people act. Like traditionally, like how people think money replace family, bro. Like because when people feel occupied, they stop hitting your phone. When people feel occupied, they could feed themselves. They don't need you that go half on bills. They don't need you for nothing. Your phone gonna be drier than a fucking desert. But if somebody needs you, people become puppets. They start acting, they sing and dance, go along to get along. This is basic shit we already know. I'm just putting this shit on wax right now, but it's basic family dynamics, friendship, relationship dynamics. Even with this dating shit. That's the crazy part though. We are not living in 2004 no more. This is fucking 2024, 2026. Listen, we live in a time where so many women, it's different. Hold on, let me see. It gets harder every day. Foundation, what you mean, found? What get harder every day? It only get harder when you get softer. Damn, I need to make that a hoodie or a t-shirt. That's definitely marketable, brandable shit. Cause it's true. It only get harder when you get softer, but you get softer every day. Because you wake up, like I'm telling you, sleep is the cousin of death. Nas said it the best. When I go to sleep and I wake up, I don't feel like filming no more. But once I film, I feel like filming more. So I'm the type of person, I have an addictive personality. Even the way I eat. Like if I like with the coffee shit. Like I drank coffee one day, now I want it as often as I could get it, if possible. Or if I eat pizza or Chinese food, then I want it every day. That's the type of like character I got, like addictive. So like me, I had to train myself even with relationships, like we say, there's anything, you gotta know how to pace yourself. And I think that's dangerous, like just in general, to be honest. Top breakfast, beer and whiskey, hands down, 2020. Beer and whiskey. Fuck you mean, beer and whiskey? You trying to be chopped and screwed early on the wake up. That's why I like coffee too, though, cause coffee make me want to get more content in. Some things make you want to lay down, sit down, but food has been a major game changer. Like I always talk about food, but that shit is so important. Like that shit is so important, bro. Like whiskey and coffee is not bad. And no, just whiskey with a few drops of water for the conscious. Whiskey any day. Caffeine too strong. Kamari, what's good? How you been? Shout out to Kamari in the chat. Do you prefer coffee or tea? Coffee right now, I ain't gonna lie. Well, coffee tastes better. Coffee, like, I like that sweet sugar, caramel, whipped cream, iced. You know, that sweet shit, that cold shit, that shit be fire. That shit right there, fire. But, tea is alright, you know what I'm saying? It's not really all that. You know, yeah, tea not all that. I don't really, I don't know. I got mixed feelings about tea, but it's good when you don't got nothing else. But if you put that shit next to coffee, especially in the morning, motherfucker gonna get that coffee, man. I ain't gonna hold you. Uh, just rage baiting, man. Yo, I have a question. What's your question? Do you have friends? Uh, that's a good question. Do I have friends? Nah, I don't got no friends. It's just me, myself, and I. I got potential friends. People who I chop it up with. I got people who I've been chopping it up with for years. Those are like strong potential friends. And I got medium potential friends. And I got like low potential friends. So like, and then it's everybody else, the rest of the world, like networking. Like if I meet a chick and she do YouTube, like I might get her number. We might text and try to set up a plan to do YouTube together. That's a potential friend to me. But I think everything runs its course. So I have like day one people I consider like bros at the end of the day, like, and I have like, but right now I'm a loner. I do that strategically on purpose. So it's not like I can't make friends, or it's not like over this last year, I haven't. Again, it's not like I haven't met new people that were potential friends. It's just for me, I always noticed my weaknesses would be like not having a car, not having a job, shit like that will usually get in the way. Cause I met a lot of people, they just nothing just it's just nothing sticked because of the way my life was, not their life. So a lot of shit is in the works. A lot of shit is in the works, but the word friends is just I don't really want friends, to be honest. Like, but if it happened, it happened. I don't really want friends though. I like associates and potential friends. Like people you could go to the gym with, you could pop out. I know people around my neighborhood that I see that I chill with them weekly, if you call that a friend, or every other week, familiar faces. I don't know. People call that associate. But an associate isn't a potential friend, because a potential friend is somebody you look at and you're like, yo, I would chill with them outside of this environment, and they think the same way about you. But maybe they gotta work every day or all the time, and y'all just don't link up. At the end of the day, I'm a busy man. I'm a busy man, and even though my content make it look like I'm just laying around lazy, but I'm busy. I sleep. I make sure I get 7 to 8 hours of sleep every day, and then I'm a content creator. So even though I'm not rich or famous, I still have to be prepared to be rich and famous. And sometimes that required not having no friends. So it's kind of like a catch 22. But the friends could also be useful for the content. So it's like a give or take. But for me, I don't mind being alone. I value being alone anyway. I've been like that since the beginning of this channel, so it just been a pattern for me. But I have been chopping it up with some females and some, you know, potential friends. Like, you know what I'm saying? I have been um looking for more content based people these days, because that's another thing too I want to mention. Like, I didn't know how to make new friends. Like it's the same thing with my dating life though. Like, people always came up to me and always initiated, like like friends too. Like, it's always been like a hand in glove type of situation. So like as I got older, I'm like, damn, you're not in school no more, you're not in a job. Like, these type of environments kind of facilitate relationships. Like, so so it's like it got to a point where it's like you got to literally go outside and go into like coffee shops, places, and actually open up conversations or meet people online. And like I said, I've been meeting a handful of people online for a minute, but it's like, I don't really know how to explain it, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I go outside right now and go hang with people. Like, like it ain't like I'm a loner. Like, I like to consider myself a loner. Shout out to India. Shout out to Baby. What's your name? Baby Pooey? Baby Pie? I feel you, lad. You're blaming low views for your stress, but the real issue letting your views control your mood. If your happiness depends on a number, you'll always be stressed. Take care. Barbie Badass, what's good? Where you from? Where you from? She said afternoon. It's morning time. It ain't even 11 yet. It ain't even 10. May I ask, what's your goal in life? You don't have to answer if you don't want to. I'm just curious about your opinion. My goal in life, success. That's a very vague answer, but it is what it is. It's very vague because I don't know what my own success looks like 100% because I've never been successful. Just being honest. Like, being born is a success. Being alive, waking up every day is a success. But becoming somebody who has money, or like I don't know. My version of success is everything that just gives you a dopamine spike, to be honest. Like if you could go in your fridge and you got every fruit that you want in there, and you could go in the fucking freezer and you got every fish and steak that you want. So like right now, I can't make steak and eggs because niggas ain't got no steak, right? That's success technically, because you like, okay, I'm this YouTube and all this content, this ain't going nowhere. But being able to eat how you want, being able to just do what you want randomly with no consequences, that's success to me. That's success. That's the ultimate level of like, yeah, like I respect myself so much that I got to a certain point. Cause ain't nobody else gonna push you towards financial freedom. Ain't nobody else gonna push you towards anything. Everybody too busy. Everybody too preoccupied with their own struggles. Nobody gonna stop. Say, yeah, you know what? You're on the right path. I see what you're doing. You're gonna be successful. A stranger will tell you that, but family, friends, what we call friends, most people, some people might say that, but it's like you gotta see your own self successful. Successful is just like when you come from the urban territory, it's just money a lot of time, I guess. I don't know what success is for real. It's your ability to have things and do things without feeling anything. Damn, I'm over here. I'm not spending time with my girl today. I'm missing out on that. I'm over here. I can't get my kids because you an unsuccessful life is like having to be in two places at once. Like my body about to break down, but I still gotta go to work. That's unsuccess. Success is like, nah, I love doing what I'm doing. So it's like a feedback. It's a return on interest is success. That's what success is. So when you say, may I ask, what's your goal in life? You don't have to answer. My goal in life is success, and success is return on interest. So whatever context or topic you want to put in there, pause. If there's no return on interest, it's not success. If it's return on interest, then it's success. You see what I'm saying? So that's my goal in life is to be successful, to have a return on interest for everything I'm doing. That's your answer. A return on interest. Yes, a return on interest. Because, like I said, when you come from the urban terrain, a lot of things are are geared against you to not have a return on interest. Eating Pop Tarts, oodles and noodles, cheese doodles, you know, all that food that any food you could think of that they had in the crib, Pop Tarts, waffles, great value syrup. What the fuck is great value? Um, just trash, right? All this shit. We gotta eat that stuff. But think about it. You so young, you fall in love with it. You think it's real food. So when you can have your own garden, your own beach, not your own island, but your own beach, your own garden. These things, ownership without like the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Like some people want to have a girlfriend, some people want to have a wife, some people want to have a baby mom, whatever you want to have. If it's going to stress you out and you're going to die early because of it, then it don't make sense. But people can't read into the future. They can't see the future. So that's another form of success, the ability to see the future. And that's crazy, ain't it? Because what type of humans can see the future, right? There's certain humans that can see the future, certain can't. Because the ability to see the future means you have vision. The ability to see the future is what in church they call faith. You know, you believe in what you can't see. It's a thin line though. It's a difference. Cause guy A believe in what he can't see, but he's lost. Guy B believes in what he can see, but it's just not there yet. So you got faith, but you got one person has faith and another person has what I like to call direction. So that's another form of success, direction. So if you ask me, what's your goal in life? To have a great direction, have a whole bunch of direction. Because remember, faith is blind. It's good to believe that things are gonna work out for you, things are gonna be good, and blah blah blah. But how many people thought that and they wasn't really they didn't really go far. Off topic. Wait, hold on. Let me see. Y'all ever notice the Christians who live always be yelling? Weird. Like God can't talk in his inside voice or something? Well, you're funny as shit. Well, God is a father, not a female. So if you're talking about women, women are have to yell because they feel like they're feminine. And so when you're feminine, you want to be heard. But when you're masculine, your voice carries weight, which is different. So like that's my that's my science on that. Like your dad don't gotta yell because his voice is deep. Your mom is more likely to Johnny, get over here. So that's the difference. So it's not that Christians yell, it's that people who feel weak yell. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna hold you. It don't got nothing to do with no Christian. I know a lot of men that are Christians that don't yell. They don't yell. You know what I'm saying? Off topic questions. What's your opinion on the gender war and the rise of AI? I don't got no opinion. Got zero. That's like asking me some scientific meteorology. I'm not a meteorologist. I like science, but I don't know everything. I don't know everything, bro. I still can't get over the fact that life ain't fair. Don't ask me about anything out in outer space, cause I ain't there yet. All I know is that this fucking rock that I exist on, I still can't get over the fact that this shit is full of shit. Turmoil, disease, poverty. And I'm not trying to rage bait like bruh said earlier. I'm not trying to construct a message that is destructive. I'm just being honest, bro. Like we gotta eat healthy. We gotta fast. I say this shit every week. We gotta fast. Blah 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 blah. It's starting to sound like a broken record. Cause it's the simple things, right? That's gonna become the it's gonna become the gold that get us through the door. You know what I'm saying? People come around. I'm still studying the word independence. If you really think about what makes every human being attractive on planet Earth, it's independence. It's literal independence. That is the elixir. That is the ingredient that makes any human being more attractive. When we talk about sexual marketplace value or any of these dating coach terms, any guy getting rejected by any woman right now, I guarantee if he was more independent, he would have probably got that chick. Or she would have been like, I'm attracted, but I got a man. But it won't just be reject. She won't just consciously just be like, no, I'm not interested. Because every woman is attracted to strength. And I could re-say that and say every human. Every human is attracted to strength. Because strength is competence. I don't know what the word is. What would you tell your younger self about life and what to avoid? Um, my younger self. I can't tell my younger self anything. He wouldn't my younger self was so fucking confident and so fucking ego, like not even egotistical, but just like so living and loving life. I I was so engulfed in reality and living in the moment, whether it be at a job, like I said earlier, at a job, at a school, playing sports, or running around outside, like that. There's nothing that nobody could tell him. Like nobody on earth could tell me nothing. And that's not in a narcissistic way. Like I don't see it as a bad thing, is what I'm trying to say. I don't see it as a bad thing. Only person who could tell any man something is his dad. I don't think people understand that. Not you, bro. I'm not coming at you. I'm just saying. And most humans don't understand that. Like if it ain't coming from the person nuts you came out of, it's not going to really, it's not going to infiltrate the right way. And that's the crazy thing. Like the only thing outside of that that really gets to young men is music, or maybe a teacher that you looked up to, or some basketball coach. But I can't tell the younger me anything. Like it's like me trying to tell my nephew something. Like you can't tell a young person nothing. You just can't. Like certain stuff they hear, they listen to, but it's like if if life is a science experiment and young guys are growing up without any, like, any interference around them, niggas just young niggas just growing up. Like they're not gonna be able to be told anything. You see what I'm saying? Like how can you tell somebody something? Music is haram for us. Music make heart numb. Exactly. And there was a point in my life I ain't even listened to music until I got to like sixth grade, for real, for real. Like I knew what it was. It was around. I knew who the rappers was, but I wasn't listening to that shit because I was too busy loving life. That's what I'm trying to tell you. I was outside. I was like, I grew up in a time where shit wasn't dead yet. Shit was not dead yet. Niggas was outside still experiencing life, running around, playing tag, having fun. I can't tell my younger self nothing because it wouldn't even have mattered. That's what I'm trying to say. It wouldn't even have mattered. Like, how can you tell a happy person something? Like, if this person is happy with who they are, happy with how life is, they're in la la land. You can't tell a kid nothing. You cannot tell, like, because chances are they're going to look at you. They're going to look at you, and if you're not Dwayne The Rock Johnson or one of these idols that's propped up on TV, then you liable to be hating. So niggas not listening. It could be something little, like it could be something little, like, but people gotta fall on their face to really be like, oh nah, bro told me that. So, so that's a good question, but I feel like I wouldn't tell myself nothing because that'd be like I feel like that'd be unsound in nature to unless it come from your dad, then it just wasn't told to you. Whatever it is, that's really how I feel. Whatever it is, if it ain't come from that person, and it ain't even. That's like trying to cheat nature. You know what I'm saying? You can't even do that. It wouldn't even make sense. To try to go back in the past and tell yourself something. I wouldn't do it because that's not realistic. You know what I'm saying? Because to say you change something is to say you don't love who you are, where you at, and what's going on. So it's kind of like a trick question. It's kind of like a paradox question. Like, and y'all know me. Like, I'm anti self doubt. I'm anti self hate. I'm anti self. I'm pro self esteem. So it's like I wouldn't change nothing. You know what I'm saying? I just and I'm being so honest. Like, cause I be like I'm 30 now, so like I don't see how life panned out, and I seen like, damn, you survived a lot of shit. Everybody don't survive. So when you look back, you be like, damn, there got to be some covering over niggas. I'm not even gonna lie, because this go back to even preschool or like not preschool, but like when you young and you a kid and you jumping off of high shit with your cousins or whoever, you could have died off of that. Like I remember talking to my cousin and saying that I'm like, yo, something had to be protecting young niggas because for us to even be here talking right now, because when we're young and when you black and young, you're literally exposed to nature because you're just running around doing anything. So I knew like there got to be a bigger structure like around us or something. Some secret society is making this shit make sense because I didn't save me from, you didn't save you. Like something is systemized because so I would never change anything because it wouldn't even be like, that's like questioning your whole reality is what I'm trying to say. Like that's just too deep of a question. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's a matrix break. Like you can't break the matrix, you know what I'm saying? Like I can't change it. Like, and I wouldn't change nothing. Like changing shit is just like, damn, I don't like how I am and how I turned out, and I don't like I can't even thinking like that is kind of like, to be honest, not no offense to you, but it's kind of like it's like what clavicular be saying, subhuman, or like um incel. That would be like an incel. Like, man, I don't like how I turned out, man. I'm confused, man. I hate this reality, man. And then that's you smacked. You know what I'm saying? You fucked because like I said, I come from a generation where it's like niggas love themselves so much that to even try to correct a nigga would be wrong in most cases. I can't even I'm like high, I'm still high off of how I grew up. And that's it's like sacred because it's like a personal experience. So like a lot of my confidence come from my childhood, to be honest. It come from a mixture of my childhood and just who I am. And also cause when you was born in the late 90s, everybody loved themselves. Like it was a thing. Like there was nobody that I knew really that didn't. It was rare to see an incel. It was rare to see somebody who didn't like themselves. Even the nerdy niggas, everybody felt good about who they was. That's what being from the 90s was. Like the music, everything. Like everybody, not saying everybody was the same amount of self-love, but it was weird to see somebody who didn't want to be who they was. You know what I'm saying? So imagine you That's all you know. You're born in that point in time. That's your psychology. And then you come up through those times. And around those times, everybody was a star to themselves. Everyone was a star to themselves. 90s about selling soul to demons. What? Everybody was a star to themselves. Everybody had their own personality and their own. Everyone was a star to themselves. So like, that's why I don't be understanding haters. Like, I really just don't understand them at all. Like, I'm like, damn, like you are, and this go for females too. Like, females could be incels, but niggas don't pry into that enough because females are kind of like a lost cause because it's like if you don't love yourself something it's hard to retrieve that because it's like I don't know, like I just feel like women usually love themselves. So like if you're a female and you don't love yourself, it's like I don't even want, like most niggas will avoid you. Like I don't even want to be around you. For a guy, it's like, all right, he probably going through something. He might be suicidal. Let me help this nigga. But nowadays, most people helping women and trying to make the guy feel isolated if you really pay attention. So it's just a lot of like things going on in biology, bro. You gotta pay attention. I personally am happy about who I am. Like I love myself so much that no matter what it is, it's like, damn, nigga, like you can't even wish you was somebody else, even if shit go terribly wrong. Like that's just the honest truth. Like if shit go terribly wrong, I still would rather be me than to be anybody else. I don't think that type of self love is being pushed out nowadays. Like some people love themselves like that, but a lot of people don't. Well, I ain't gonna say a lot. Some people don't. Some people are what claviculars calls them, subhuman. And that means that, let me type that in on ChatGPT. Because that word made me laugh the other day. Oh, shit. What does clavicular mean when he says subhuman?
If you mean clavicular, the online creator voice, when he says subhuman, he's usually using it as a rhetorical insult or a worldview label, not a scientific category. In those spaces, subhuman often means someone he believes is operating below the standards of a fully developed person, usually implying things like no self-discipline, controlled by impulses, comfort, addiction, laziness. No agency, just follows the crowd, trends, or other people's approval. No competence, unable to handle problems, build skills, or take responsibility. Low status behavior, acting desperate, needy, resentful, or socially unaware. The idea is usually this person is not maximizing their human potential, but the term itself is loaded because historically subhuman has been used in dehumanizing ways to justify mistreatment of groups of people.
No
So when
facts.
someone uses it casually, it's worth separating the useful part. Someone has unhealthy habits or poor choices from the dangerous part. This person has less human worth. In a dating/game context, someone using that language is often talking about a hierarchy of behavior, not literal human value. Subhuman equals acting from weakness, insecurity, lack of control. High value, competence, confidence, discipline, social awareness. The question is whether the person is critiquing behaviors or reducing a whole person's worth. Those are very different.
Nah, facts. That shit is like borderline racist, but we ain't gonna speak on that. But it's just like it's a good remark because it's like, bruh, it's the same thing and to me it's incel. So we just I typed in like incel, so let's see what they say right there.
Yeah, if clavicular is using subhuman in an incel type context, it usually has a more specific meaning. In incel communities, subhuman is often used to describe someone they believe is at the bottom of a social or dating hierarchy, especially men they think are unattractive, unsuccessful, socially awkward, or unable to get romantic attention. The incel version often ties it to ideas like genetic inferiority, height, face, hairline, etc., low sexual dating success, low social status, being ignored or rejected. The problem is that this can turn into a very fatalistic worldview. I am doomed because of traits I can't change. That's different from saying I have weaknesses I can improve. A healthier interpretation would be someone can have disadvantages, looks, social skills, money, confidence. Those disadvantages can affect dating outcomes, but they don't determine a person's entire worth or future pawn. So when someone like Clavicular says subhuman, he's usually echoing that hierarchy language. People who supposedly lack the traits needed to compete socially/sexually. It's more of an ideology term than an objective description.
No, that shit just sound bad. But at the end of the day, it's a great term. At the end of the day, if you want to improve, because it's like, at the end of the day, if you just look at, I think every human that was born got a chance, but that's just my perspective. But like, if you look at like motivation in itself, it's basically saying like, yo, there's a reason we here. Let's go this way. Let's climb up this hill. Let's go for a walk. Let's go for a jog. So that's how I look at that. But why you tell me to be careful? Right? Why you say be careful? If you go back in the past to tell yourself something, you're speaking on a place of regret based on mistake you made. However, without those mistakes, you wouldn't be the person you are today. Well, that's the cliche thing everybody typically say. Like, I wouldn't change nothing because I wouldn't be where I am today. And even though that's true, that's not necessarily why I'm saying it. You know what I'm saying? That's not like my reason for saying whatever I'm saying, but I understand that too, like to a degree. Like that's obvious though, like that's obvious. But my take is more biased than that. Right? Like I said, when I was growing up in the 90s, everybody loved themselves. From what it looked like. I'm not saying there wasn't incels back then. From what it looked like in my reality, I wasn't all over America. I was in the crib, watching TV, at my cousin crib, at school. My life was pretty tame. So from my perspective, it seemed like a lot of people had confidence. Which that's going to result in me growing up a certain type of way. Like, oh, nah, like, you know. But I do see that, you know, an incel is what people use that word, but it's somebody who just don't believe in themselves, bro. Like, I'm sure there's bigger reasons for it, but if you look at it on just a basic level, you either believe in yourself or you don't. You know what I'm saying? Because that's how genetically or biologically the Earth is going to react to whether you believe in yourself or not. Now, there's certain situations that's beyond belief, in my opinion. Like, but belief is a bare minimum requirement to at least, again, not be that subhuman that we were talking about. You know, because I'm gonna give an example. The reason why my life got so jacked up is every time I look at my life and I be like, oh, like your shit fucked up right here, right here, right here. Every time I went through a fuck up, it was because I chose to do less than the bare minimum. Like even when I went to Job Corps, like the literal principle that I had used to always come up to me and be like, bro, all you gotta do is the bare minimum. If you just do the bare minimum, you're gonna be good. That was his literal statement. That was the most common words he said to me over and over again. And that's what I'm talking about life. Like When I think of the word subhuman, I'm like, okay, that person is just under. They're doing under what they could do, like going for a walk. Like go for a walk every day. You don't even gotta hit the gym. See what I'm saying? If you go for a walk every day, you don't even gotta hit the gym. So what I'm trying to say is, sometimes we're just not trying. And if we trying, then and we figure that okay, I'm trying and it's still not enough, then you got to go outside of your usual patterns and find out why you have an issue. And that's going to be different for everybody. But once you find out why you have an issue, then you can work around that, or you could work through that, or you could heal that. You know what I'm saying? So basically what I'm trying to say is like human beings are bandwagoners. Like human nature is a bandwagoning sport. Right? Like I don't know everybody on YouTube, but if I click on someone's channel and I see they doing good for themselves, I might subscribe. And it's not because they doing good for themselves, but I believe there's a natural hypergamy in every human. Where it's like, oh, look at this person. He looks cool. He got tattoos and he look like he living the life I want to live. Let me subscribe. Or some people get subscribed to just off of just passing by their channel just on some like, outside of your hands type shit. Like it's out of your hands. But either way, you gotta fight for what you want in life. So you won't be a subhuman if a fighter can't be a subhuman. A pacifist could. Because shout out to 50 Cent. He's famous for this. Even in my childhood, he dropped one of the most historical movies I ever seen. Get Rich or Die Trying. He drew a line in the sand. But before I even knew that money was important, he was already telling us, where I'm from, this is the standard. I gotta get rich or I'm gonna die trying. Now, all I knew as a kid is this is a catchy title. But what I'm trying to say is you can't be a subhuman if your standard is high. So the most people y'all see doing good for themselves, y'all see them doing good because they didn't let their environment like strangle them. Like they didn't let their environment like subjugate them to like not being able to fly. So that's how I look at when like people like clavicular or somebody use the word incel, or anybody could be an incel. Your motherfucking ass just stay broke long enough, and life will find out if you don't do nothing with yourself after high school long enough. The universe is going to figure out a way to do with you what it want to do with you. That's all it is. So by age 18, if you ain't already know what you want to do, or if you have a hard time like pinpointing it, then the world gonna start trying to get you into other things, and it's gonna be like, damn, now it seems like it's harder to even get back to that initial point or initial position. So that's what you see out here. People be like, man, life is hard. I say some of that shit sometimes. Life is hard. But at least I'm going to be honest. I'm going to be honest. Like, life could be a challenge. It's not really hard, but it could be, it can pose it, it could shape it, shift itself to where it look hard. Pause. But when you have grit, because that's what it really takes to win. It takes grit. It takes self-esteem, bro. Like, okay, cool. I know it's gonna be bumps and bruises on the path, but I'm still gonna stay on the path. Because you almost dropped your phone. Oh, damn. I didn't even peep that. China, Iran, South Korea, or just little for USA. You're right. You can either be stagnant or focus on something valuable. Yo, hit that subscribe button, man. Don't stop. I appreciate that, man. Real talk. I don't know who in here. Drop a one if y'all still in here because I'm about to make Riot a moderator. And don't stop. I don't know if you still in here, so I'm not gonna make you a moderator just yet. If your friend is at his lowest point, how would you help him? His issues are self-doubt, addiction to lust, and feeling like he's useless to everyone he knows. How would I know that though? Did he tell me that? Most people won't even like admit their issues. Most men won't even most men don't know how to articulate themselves. So that's rule number one. And again, it go back to how he was raised. Honestly, you can't help someone who don't want to be helped. That's not true either. It's you could help people, but you got to put the medicine inside the candy. Just like I talk about dating every day, right? Like, if you want to get women, all you got to do is talk to them the right way. That's why it's so funny when a nigga can't get women, because it's like, how can't you get women? Like old school niggas look at us like y'all niggas is really incels, because it's like, all you got to do is be nice. And most of the time, you're going to be able to get some sympathy or something from a chick. Like, and I know that's a bad term. You don't want sympathy sex, but I'm just saying. I'm just giving y'all an example of how easy. Look, I typed in the word sympathy, so y'all don't get offended by that word, by the word easy. Sympathy is compassion, kindness, understanding, pity, empathy, tenderness, rapport. I like that word. Rapport, harmony. You know, when you look at neurology, it exposes how much game niggas really don't got. Because neurology, your nervous system, her and your nervous system could sync up. Not like you're on your period or some shit, but it could sync up on like, damn, this guy's actually a nice person. What I found to be so interesting that I learned, I think last year, is that it's not what you saying. It's the voice tone and it's the way that you say it. So if I say, don't stop, why do you want to help somebody? That's different than me saying, don't stop, just so I know you better. What intrigues you about helping other people so much? The second way I said that, I formed the sentence, the same sentence. It hits your nervous system a totally different way. Because I framed it from the beginning before I asked the question, I used what is called a softener. I said, just so I know you better. Why are you so interested in helping other people? You're 20 to 50 times more likely to answer that out of kindness than to answer the first way I asked you. Why do you want to help people so bad? That's gonna when you're in a conversation, you say, why you want to help people so bad? Especially to a woman is gonna be like, who told you I want to help people? I'm just asking a question. But if you say, just so I know you better, I'm curious. What about helping people is fascinating to you? See, the hardest thing to study is not what somebody did, but how they did it. That's the hardest thing to study because it's elusive. Like you can't copy um another person's swag. Like you can imitate somebody else's swag, but you can't beat them. People will fascinate with being Tupac for the rest of eternity, but can never be Tupac because it's beyond the veil. It's biology and it's genetic and it's nervous system based. You can't be another person. You can imitate or copy another person, and that could be it could get you some trinkets and get you some rewards and get you some punani and all of that, but you can't be another person. That's why when you asked me earlier, right, what would you change? I'm like, I like what? Like I'm that nigga to me. So flaws and all. Like so I can't see outside of that lens without becoming somebody like something weird. I'm not against self-reflection, but I do understand that no matter how much I reflect, I love myself. It don't matter what I see, I love myself every time. And when I cross-contaminate these analogies, because no matter what, that's the only ingredient in survival in most cases. Self-love goes a far distance. But see what happens when your self-love blocks you from learning game. What we talk about right now. Sometimes I'm so into myself, I won't care how I'm talking to other people. Now I'm 30 years old, so now I do care. I care about the mechanics of verbal mechanics. I care about social dynamics and verbal mechanics. But that's just me of coming of age. You know, at by 30, I should be, right? Like, you know, you would think like, but when I was 25, 23, like everybody just liked me for nothing. I would just walk around and like, damn, everybody fuck with me. And that's all I knew my whole life. When you hit like 25 to 30 years old, especially like after COVID and shit like that, it's like, whoa, 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 whoa. And then I moved to another crib. Like I'm in a different town. Like I don't know nobody. Like it's kind of different when you're a grown man and you don't know nobody. Like you gotta really have social skills. So I put it like this. It's not, you gotta put the candy and medicine in the candy. Right? Because what's good, Christy? How you feeling today? Good morning. Shout out to Christy in the chat. What's up, Christy? We might go ahead and get some coffee, man, a little bit. I ain't gonna lie. Before it hit 11 o'clock. But yeah, it's so difficult to learn how to be a verbal guru because of neurology. Because neurology snaps back into its old mold. Like if you was an asshole or if you growing up, it didn't require for you to be nice. And like, it's like kind of like certain women from high school that were like the bad bitches, the popular crowd, like they're going to have an issue when they need to get a job or when they need to keep the job. You ever notice like how most of the bad bitches from your high school end up becoming like strippers or bartenders or something like that? It's because like their whole life was easy. So it's like, oh, all I got to do is use my looks and just keep being easy on the eyes because I really don't got, it ain't that they don't got people skills, but it's like they're more charmers than they are actually just good people alone. Like without being charming or without that like finessing. Like, and trust me, we're black. We're all finessers at the end of the day if you're black. Like that's inside of our genes, like pause. We're finessers because it's like I think Spanish people, black people, and maybe some other races, like you're automatically in survival mode based on history. So it's like your nervous system, or I don't know if it's nervous system, but like just from history, like it's in you, not on you, to be slick. This is another reason why, like, professionalism is becoming lost and AI is taking over. Because I can speak for myself, like I don't know, bro. Like some people are better at this going to get a 9 to 5 than others. Like I know for me, like that shit is. I'd rather work in a warehouse than, you know what I'm saying. But what I'm trying to say is like social skills is an art. In the moment that you think you could just take your mind off of it and just do it randomly, you're gonna start fucking up. Because you have to tend to the people who you claim that you're pursuing or that you want to talk to. You have to think about their nervous system, not just yours. I'm not saying that you can't be attractive and be socially dynamic, but most times that's why people lack in that area. Some people just lack in that area in general. Like, I like to draw correlations between nature and humans, like between animals, trees and woods and forests, and humans. I like to draw analogies and correlations between that a lot. And I can't find any good ones for socialization, like being social. Like I understand the trees communicate with the fucking sun, and the sun communicates with the fucking sky, and the sky. I understand everything's connected. That's what we know. But if that's the case, why do guys feel like they can't get the bad bitches if everything's connected? Well, they can get the bad bitches. In fact, it's a known thing that the medium ugly niggas get the bad bitches. See what I'm saying? So my whole thesis is like, it's funny. My roommate down south told me his dad said this to him. He was asking his dad for some game about something, and his dad was like, yo, you just got to keep living life. You feel me, right? His dad was like, yo, you just got to keep living life. Like, that's some real game. Because I'm 30, but I'm a late bloomer, and I see the correlation in that. Women like guys. They need D. They need it. They don't want it. They need it. So there's a popular demand on your penis. And again, if you can't see that, there's a problem. How can a woman respect a man if he can't see what's right in front of him? If he can't see, most guys don't get women because women see that this guy's stupid. They're like, oh, this nigga's stupid. They go for the more savvy guy. If she's in a circle and she sees that this guy talks over this other guy and around, and this guy keeps talking more, and the other guy's like, oh, well, I dropped my glasses. I need help. Sarah, can you help me to stop this bully from talking around me? She's going to sleep with that guy that's talking around that guy. So some guys go to the gym, they work on their muscles, but I was trained not to do that. I was trained to work on my brain. I was trained to work on things that are harder for people to take from you, if that makes sense. Like a woman could look at a guy, anyone, we could all go near somebody with muscles and treat him like a bitch. He might knock somebody out, right? But we could, as a tribe, we could still handle that guy, traditionally speaking. We killed bears long enough. We killed bears. What make you think because you hit Planet Fitness, we can't handle you? But that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Wise and strong are not the same thing. So sex, people get mad when you went to the gym and built your muscles, and then the pretty girl walks off with that scrawny motherfucker. The pretty girl walks off with that scrawny bastard. Why did she do such a thing like that? I can't believe it. Now I have to hurt that nigga. But you don't understand that she's going to keep cheating on you until you learn some game. Because the mind is the muscle that matters, and the heart. The mind and the heart. 'Cause just because you're skinny don't mean you don't got heart. What you mean, what type of dog breed is he? What the fuck you talking about, right? Because of intelligence. It's a difference between intelligence and knowledge. I was born intelligent, but I didn't have the knowledge. Oh no, you're good. Shout out to the dogs though. Shout out to the dogs. Ask your question, then go get in the shower. I'm just trying to let y'all know that when we talk about communication, it rules the nation. I've been skinny my whole life. Scrawny and sexy. You know, I find social dynamics to be funny because it's kind of like one of those things that's like it's very difficult to learn, but when you get a grip on it, pause, then you finally start to see that shit like, oh, like, no wonder why, I'm fucking horrible at this fucking skill. It's like I think a lot of people, it's easier to open up a conversation, but it's hard to retain people, like friends and like shit like that. Like I genuinely feel like once I started learning social skills, I was so far in the woods I couldn't even see that I couldn't even see that shit that I just said right there. Like I couldn't see that the retaining of people is a thing. Because like I said, people would usually come up to me. Like before COVID, I feel like a lot more people were outside, a lot more people were just like on corners, and a lot more people were just like I couldn't even go outside without somebody be like, yo, what's up, bro? Or like if I go downtown, that's gonna happen. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. Like if I go to the downtown in my town or even like anywhere, like I can't be outside too long without somebody wanting to be cool with me. But even in those situations, you might not know what to say. You might be like, damn, this motherfucker talking too much. I don't even know what to say, or why are they talking to me? Like, cause that's the thing about what we call social dynamics that I find funny. Like I could go anywhere and talk to anybody. I could talk to the Indian guy at the store. He fuck with me. At the gas station. He fucks with me. Both of them, actually, all three of them. It's like three different Indian guys at the gas station. All three of them fuck with me. But they a little older than me, so it be like, ain't much to talk about. Like when I was on my motorbike, the guy was leaving the job. He seen my motorbike. That was a conversation that we had. So, oh, you got a nice bike. Where'd you get the bike from? Shit like that. But just casual conversations, like when you're talking to women, Like, flirting is like something that just comes out of nowhere. I feel like I don't feel like that's something that I try to do, especially when I was maybe when I was younger. I might have even tried a little harder actually, but I just feel like when you're in school and shit like that, it's kind of easier because most of the time I'm already thinking you like me in anyway. Like in high school, I'm already thinking you like me, even if you don't like me. Like even if I never heard from nobody that you like me, I'm probably thinking you see me around and you think I'm attractive. So the way I'm gonna talk is just gonna be like second nature. It's gonna be It's gonna be hunting at that point. But what I'm saying is, in the real world, like this bitch, you don't know her from a hole in the wall. You know what I'm saying? Like she might hate black people. Like for all I know, I don't know. I'm just using this example, but you know, this is reality, man. This is reality. So it's like I feel like just after COVID and shit, niggas more likely to just be like, oh fuck it. I mean, let me take my ass on Hinge. But I'm telling y'all, that's not the right way to. That's not an alternative to real life. So I had to learn, like, okay, damn, don't care no matter how much she might be, whatever she is. Like, don't even pay attention, cause you're gonna get some harsh rejections. You're gonna get some women that's uptight. You know, that's that saying they used to say in the '80s. Oh, that's a tough crowd tonight. You're gonna have a tough crowd sometimes, and that's gonna if you perceive it as rejection, then that can actually hurt emotionally. But if you perceive it as if you know the average, like okay, when I go outside, it's usually gonna be two rejections, and then the third chick gonna talk. Don't count exception as getting the Instagram. Count exception as a good conversation. See, I've come to the conclusion the reason why most guys are stinky with women are because they're literally trying to score like early on by getting something that they could walk away with, like a number, Instagram. And it's like, why do you want her Instagram when her punani is right here? Why do you want her number when her punani is right there? And women will give it to you if they like you enough. Like, and that's not weird. It's nature. But what I'm saying is, this is a perspective that we knew in the 80s, we knew in the 70s, we knew in the 60s. Because there wasn't even a lot of time to give somebody your phone number and all of that shit back then. But we were having more sex back then. So that's more of the world than not. That's more of God's creation than not. Right? I should have named this video Instant Sex. People talk about Insta dates, Insta sex. Insta sex. I'll type in the word Insta. Inst. In the Inst. When I type in the word Insta, I don't know what pop up. They really type in the word instant. Drop a one if y'all still in the chat, because I don't see nobody commenting and that shit's starting to bug me out. So I typed in the word instant, the word second came up, the word jiffy came up, the word flash came up, the word prompt, quick, swift, rapid, blink of an eye, sudden, speedy, fast. Okay, right. What do you think about what I'm saying right now, since you're so quiet? right? We got Quiet Riot in the building. What do you think about what I'm saying right now? Do you think I'm a fucking fool? You know, when people think you're a fool, they just get quiet. And I'm matching with women on Tinder. I just had a chick text me from Tinder just now. Like, while I was live with y'all, a chick just texted me from Tinder. And I think she lived like around the way. Like close. But I say that to say, I'm no mind reader, bro. I'm not a mind reader, bro. Even though history, like, even though back in the day, everybody's pineal gland was way more crispy and we probably could see the future. But I can't predict things. I could feel shit. Like I could feel things. I could tell that my life is getting better. I could tell and feel when my life is getting worse. And I can gauge, that's the word. I could gauge like bullshit. And I think every human can gauge bullshit. Right? So like the biggest problem with guys in society is we always trying to prove ourselves. You know what I'm saying? Not everybody, but I could own up. Like we always trying to prove ourselves, bro. We don't gotta prove ourselves. Like that's a big issue. I mostly think you're kind of intelligent, in my opinion, because I wouldn't be able to answer those questions. Yeah. Answer what questions? Like when a new chick texts me, bruh, I try not to get hype. I try not to get hype. I try not to get hype. Like I try not to get hype because unconsciously, you know, like I meet a lot of chicks and a lot of them situations don't work out because like I'm gonna give you an example. Like a couple of days ago, met this chick on Facebook dating, and she lived like three states away, three cities. What's the difference between a city and a state? My bad, y'all. I'm tripping. 3 states away, and I'm like, from the very beginning, I'm like, I don't even talk to women that don't live in my town, cause I don't got transportation like that. So I had to learn that like 2 years ago. Like, yo, why the hell is you matching with chicks 2 or 3 states over when you don't even travel like that? So I had to critique all of my dating apps to if the chick ain't in the neighborhood or tri neighborhood, I'm not fucking with you. Cause you're taking up space on my cellular device and you're taking up time that I can't get back. And all of that time is money. And that's what a lot of guys don't understand about dating. A lot of it is just managing certain things. A lot of it is just cleaning up certain shit. You understand what I'm saying? A lot of it's just cleaning up space and then taking better photos. You know, a woman is going to look at your photos and she's going to either swipe left or right based on that. She's not even thinking that deep about, oh, what did he say in his bio and da 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 da. Is he handsome or no? Swipe, 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 swipe. They're not even thinking. And neither are we. So when I say I'm not psychic, but I can tell whether my life is getting better or worse, no one woman makes me who I am. No one woman is gonna break my frame or my character or lift me up. Here nor there. Doesn't matter. Because if you really got game, the woman becomes a side piece. She's not the star player. There's no star player when you got game. That's the difference between a guy with game and a guy without game. There's no star player in a guy with game's reality. Because that guy, the whole point of game is he can swap out anybody anytime. And as shallow as it sounds, it is what it is. Because only a person who would think that is shallow is a shallow person themselves because they don't got no game. So, of course, when you don't got no game, you're emotional because people without game are emotional people. And then they say, this guy's a player. He must be wrong because somebody taught me that players are bad. And then you follow off of a bridge. You know, you follow because you're emotional. But how else would you get a woman that's truly compatible with you unless you had an elimination process of women who were not up to par? Again, you're matching with women 2 states over from your fucking state. And you don't even travel. You don't even got a car right now. You don't get on the train. You hardly get on the city bus. You don't even Uber to the grocery store. Your priority, your dating priorities are fucked. Right? Like, that's really the issue in most cases. Priorities. That's what it be. I don't know what to type right now. You don't gotta know what to type. I don't know what to say right now. The marathon must continue though. We don't know what's next. I'm telling you, I'm not psychic, bro. I'm not gonna clown you because you say the wrong thing. You do the wrong, bro. Come on, bro. I'm a dating coach, lifestyle coach. Any questions? Just ask. That's all you gotta do, especially as a moderator. That's all you gotta do. You ain't even gotta ask a real question. Just ask something. You know what I'm saying? Share this live with some family members, with some friends. Come on, man. This it's not about perfection. That's what another thing. You just made me think. Women don't want perfect. They don't want perfect. Most guys think women want perfect. Yeah, looks, they want you to look a certain type of way. See, they want you to look perfect, but they don't care if you are perfect. That's female psychology. It's buyer's psychology. Like, I prefer a car to be off the lot perfect. But if it's used, I'll take it. And if I'm a smart man, if I'm a real man or a smart man, I'll be a mechanic and I'll fix it up anyway. And that's what a real woman does too. A real woman is a healer. You know what I'm saying? A real woman is a healer. A lot of niggas ain't ready for this type of game. This is a different level. This is some ancient game right here. This is a different level. A real woman is a healer. And I gotta say this last part to this, because now I'm yapping, but this is important. This is very important. A real woman is a healer. So that would mean that when I meet a woman, I'm vetting off the rip. Soon as I lay eyes on you and I realized, damn, I would sleep with her. From that point forward, I am officially trying to see if, do you know how to cook? Like, that's step one. Do you know how to cook? Like, it's a lot of things to look at in a woman. Like, I don't want to go into depth, but it's so many things. When I talk to women, I can't really predict everything, but I could see a lot of patterns. This woman texts me 2, 3 times in a row. This woman never texts me unless I text her 2 times. That's a problem. Most guys, they fail because all of they're doing is running into the low grade women. They're not running into anything else. They running directly over and over again into low grade women, and those women are abusive in nature because they're neglectful in nature. Those women have a spirit of abuse, just like certain guys have a spirit of abuse. That's what I'm calling it, chat. Spirit of abuse. Do you have any advice for when you start getting into dating while also trying to focus on your studies and prepare for college? Why aren't you already on dating apps? Why aren't you already on my channel? I tell guys to approach 15 women a day. But if you're new, I know you're not going to do that. So all you got to do is walk up to 5 women a day and say hello. Walk up to 5 women a day and say hello, and then walk away. Because you have to kill off the beta little bitty version of yourself that sees women in authority. Because were you raised by a woman? If you were raised by a woman, you probably see women as if they can spank you, as if they have, they can tell on you or something like that. Some form of power unconsciously women have been given in your life at some point. As a man, women don't have power, but they're powerful. But so are we. So that's my point. I'm not saying trying to take anything away from women, but you have to see yourself as a man. You have to see yourself as an equal force. See, if you're raised by women, you see yourself as, damn, my mom's always right. That's how I seen my mom when I was growing up. She told me, don't go outside today. Damn, why not? I went outside, slipped on a banana in front of a bunch of girls, and hit my chin on the ground, and I got a scar under my shit to this day. I went back home, and I thought about it. I'm like, damn, mothers is always right. And I hated that shit because it's like they're psychic. Like, females are kind of like spiritually in tune, where they're telling you shit it's like the Oracle in the Matrix, the Oracle lady. It's like they just ahead of you. And this is something that will continue to happen throughout your life until you die. Unless you learn game. Because game breaks the matrix. Because the one thing women can't understand is a real man. Somebody who operates 100% on their own dime, and they live and die by their, all the man has is his nuts and his word. So that's what it is. But when you're a little boy, you listen to everything your mom say. If she want to go to KFC, that's where you're going. If she want to go to McDonald's, that's where you going. How do you, this is a good question I've been thinking lately. How do you go from a little boy to a father? That's a long way from home. You might go from a little boy to going to jail. You might go from a little boy to death. You might go from a little boy to a bunch of other weak shit. But going from a boy to a real man, that takes somebody to like raise you up. You got to be kind of like arisen, like you got to be kind of cultivated. That's not just something you just know. Like people think that you just supposed to know like how to be a man and shit like that. Should a woman lose weight or get in shape first before dating? I like women with a little bit of a little something. Like I like petite women. Like that's when I was younger, I loved petite, but I also, to be honest, I like both. I like thick and petite. So it's like you don't gotta lose weight like at all, to be honest. So yeah, you don't gotta lose weight. That's your answer. You don't gotta lose weight. Um, I'll be a damn liar to say that you couldn't get on my roster with a little bit of pudge. I'll be lying. But obviously, a person who is going for walks every day, working out, they're going to be more attractive just in general to more people. Like you're going to cast a bigger net when you go outside. People are going to be like, oh, she's fucking attractive. So yeah, there's a little difference, but I got a couple chicks right now I'm chopping it up with that got a little pudge on them, and I'm like, wait, hold on. I like that shit. On you, maybe not on, I don't know. Like I talked about Lizzo the other day, and I'm like, to me, she could get it. But if she was skinny, she'd probably be bad. So there's your answer. Like I can't tell you exactly what you should do, but you should get on dating apps. Like women don't try. That's your problem. Y'all just don't try. Like all you gotta do is go to Trader Joe's or Whole Food and look at a nigga long enough. You might not get the guy that you want, but you're gonna get somebody. See, and that's the difference. Men just want somebody. Women want a particular guy. And that's probably it's that's more your problem than losing the weight. What about people who are being raised by their mom and don't have a father figure around? That's why I'm telling you, you got to learn, like, okay, you probably got uncles, you probably got cousins, and you got your own intuition, because this is, your masculine intuition is stronger than anything on earth, because God put that inside you. And God is a masculine figure. So your intuition, because remember, we grow up, they tell us about female intuition. Remember, like I was just telling you, don't go outside, son. And then you fall on your face. Oh, this must mean my mom is always right. But it's just the matrix playing with your head. In reality, your mom is usually never right. Because again, if your dad was there, they wouldn't agree on everything. So that's exposing it right there. But when it's only one person, they have a more holistic, encompassing perspective than you, because you're a kid. How can a kid be smarter than an adult? No matter what the gender is, right? So that's statistic. I'm just giving you statistic. So what I'm trying to say is, even right now, when two men have a conversation without a woman involved, it's a different conversation. If I talk to one of my bros, it's different than talking to a chick. When you talk to a chick, there's gonna be more of a balance between masculine and feminine, but they're gonna tell you something that's gender neutral, like, oh, men and women should both be able to do this, because that's feminine. She see the world as equal. If two men have a conversation, it's like, okay, this is normally how it go. So we have just a naturally different chemistry, right? So that's just going to be, our conversation going to be different. So What I'm basically trying to say is just talk to more men. Like pick more brains of like people who you respect. That's a way to dumb it down for you. Like pick brains of people who you respect and people who you admire and want to be like. Don't even take women serious because they don't take men serious that take them serious. Like if you could sit there and have a real conversation with a woman, like at some point she gonna be like, okay, this nigga enjoying this conversation too much. Now she's curious, like, why is this nigga enjoying this conversation that much? Because shouldn't you be outside, like, doing some, like, masculine shit? Like, so what I'm trying to say is there's a cutoff to talking to women, but talking to other men is a revolving door because I have a theory, right? And this goes back to science. And this is like throughout history, niggas taught this. Femininity come from the moon. That's feminine energy. Masculinity come from the sun. I believe when all men die, their spirit go back to the sun. When women die, their spirit go back to the moon. This is why no matter how close you and your mom could get, y'all will never be the same because she's a woman. And it's gonna always be a degenerate move. Your mom is comfort. She gonna make you feel comfortable. But what is comfort kills? That's the traditional saying. Comfort kills. So you might love your mom, but you gotta understand from a logical perspective that she's not safe for my longevity after 18 years old, or really after 7 years old. But you know, in this world, you know, you'll be lucky if you escape that shit by like 10 to 18 years old. But like I said, you got uncles, bro, you know what's right and what's wrong as a man. So you got people that's masculine around. You just ain't talking to them. Like I said, even the store clerk, you know, you could just be around, like be around other men, like coaches. You know what I'm saying? Join a sport, play sports. Like, just, it's a bunch of different, like, folks out there that's very, very masculine. And they can put you down on just by being around them because energy is contagious. Energy is more important than words. Like, who you are, who you hang with. Energy is more important than words. So, like, if one of your bros got a dad, like, hang around them. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just, because what I'm trying to say is tradition, bro. People will always tell you shit through tradition. Miss Hash Brown, what's good, Miss Hash? Shout out to Miss Hash in the motherfucking chat. What's good, Miss Hash? We just talking about tradition, you know what I'm saying? And like I said, bro, like a real man could respect women, but a fake man can't. So you'll even find the more masculine oriented you become, the more attracted to women you become, the more horny in a positive way. And just the more respectful too, because it's like the sun and the moon respect each other because they don't know what it's like to be each other. So it's like, I could respect you from over here, but if we ever are too close, it's bad for everybody. So that's just kind of like the analogy you want to perceive. Like, if when I have a son, I don't want him hanging around his mom that much after age 7. You know what I'm saying? She could cook dinner, see your mom at the dinner table. You feel what I'm saying? Like the good old days. See your mom when I'm not home. See your mom when you walk past each other door. But it ain't gonna be a broken home. Whereas though the mom is, whenever she feels empty or lonely, she go run into you to distract the fuck and bother the fuck out of you. That's not gonna happen. Cause that's haram. That's really haram. You know, that's actually satanic, actually. So let's digress off of that topic because I'm not trying to offend anybody who is raising a son right now. But I'm just saying, they know what's up. There gotta be a masculine figure, an uncle, somebody. Or that mom has to be solid enough to where she's not gonna act out of spite towards the dad. Cause a lot of shit come from spite. A lot of shit come from spite. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Let's rap about it. You know what I'm saying? That spite hit different. You know what I'm saying? What that nigga Pac say? Hell has no fury like a woman scorn. No cap. Wait, didn't Pac say that or somebody else said that shit? I don't think Pac even said that shit. So yeah, man, just stay in the gym, just be around other masculine creatures and stop, like study independence. That's another thing for my guys out there that's trying to be better men. Like really, really watch podcasts and watch shit on codependency. Watch shit on like things that make you more masculine and make you weak. And study that shit because a woman really can't teach you. Like, I'm gonna keep it a buck. Like she might could teach you how to get a job. And to be honest, getting a job is a good thing, but it's like they can't teach you shit the way they think they can. That's why the world is where it's at now. Cause we accepted something that can't be, that's not real. You know what I'm saying? No cap. No cap. No cap. No cap. We gotta understand this shit. Hold on, let me see. I'm playing chess now, man. Y'all wasn't responding fast enough. But I'm about to win this shit. I guess it also depends on whether you're a heavy sleeper or a light sleeper. What you talking about, bro? Older, I think that sleeping schedule is probably fine since my sister sleeps around that time too, but sleeping at 1 a.m. might not be ideal. Man, my sleeping pattern be off. But at the end of the day, bro, 8 hours of sleep is what I'm trying to get. So I really don't think about it too much. I'll be as long as I feel rejuvenated when I wake up, then I'm good. You know what I'm saying? Long as I feel rejuvenated when I wake up. Damn, nigga, you about to lose. He about to lose. I ain't gonna lie. I'm seeing the chat, but you not saying shit. Oh, you sleep from 9 to 5? I'm telling you, man. We still probably gonna go get some coffee later in a little bit. Do y'all drink coffee? We should go right now while I'm playing, but I can't really play chess while I'm out there. Yeah, what? I forgot what I asked. You answered the what? I'm responding to you, bro. Do you not hear me? I just won. But when you hear this noise, that mean I won. GG's.
You came back from e4. Textbook chess, isn't it? Let's see what you do. The French defense. So you're giving up space in the center. Solid, huh?
I'm reading your chat, man. But you better chill, man. You trying to stress me out with that shit. You asking me the same
Your
shit.
opponent is playing textbook moves so far. Opening lines with this pawn move will activate your pieces. Good job. Your opponent defended their pawn, which was under attack. Exciting chess. Not. Your opponent is making a fair trade. Standard. You missed a better way to send a queen into the game. You allowed the opponent. This develops a piece while also winning. Smooth escape. You've managed to keep that queen alive. Your opponent blocked the check from your queen. Can you break through? Excellent move. Top marks. They had a better way to develop a bishop and attack the center. You are threatening to capture a bishop and win material after the follow-up trades. Block the attack on their pawn, huh? Okay. Your better option was to block a check from the opposing bishop. You get a chance to capture a bishop and win material after the follow-up trades. You missed an opportunity to capture a bishop. Looks like your opponent made a boo-boo and left a free knight. Grab it. That knight was free for the taking. Your opponent blocked the check from your queen. Can you break through? Finally, you captured back.
No, I don't have any vices. Do you have any vices?
You get a chance to win a rook through a fork. You're about to lose a pawn. Ouch! You had an opportunity to win a rook through a fork. Your opponent countered with a threat to your queen. Smart, eh? That's how you handle a tough spot. Well played. rook on an open file. Sounds like your opponent is trying to stir things up. Bringing in reinforcements. Pressure on the knight is getting intense.
Nah, I don't drink. I don't smoke.
Their best option was to force the loss of castling rights. Your best move was to recapture a knight. Your opponent didn't find the right idea. You stopped your opponent from being able to checkmate the king. Their tempo, developing and attacking your queen, well, it's a start, I guess. Fork and win. With that move, you pick up a pawn. Okay, your opponent found the only move. Congrats to them. That queen is left undefended and can be taken. I like their choice. That's it. You only had one move.
I'm 30.
Oh, they messed up, huh? Your opponent's piece is now lost. Take it. That's how you punish a mistake. You're nice. A free rook after these trades are completed. I'd take that any day. They just recaptured. So, taking back what is yours makes sense.
Appreciate that.
Impressive precision from them. That's it. You only had one move. It is not quite a mistake, but your opponent missed the best continuation here. Good. You moved your king out of check. Oh no. Your opponent? Good job getting out of check. Staying alive is blocking the check. Solid. Guess that queen needs a new hobby. Oh no. Your opponent forks you. Both pieces under pressure. That's a great square for your piece. Nicely done. Getting your bishop into the game. Good. Excellent move. Keeping the pressure. Yes. Checkmate.
I just watched that whole game back. Very interesting take. It's always different when you watch something from hindsight than from in the middle of it. Yeah, I guess I know how to play, but you never stop learning chess. It's a continuating game. That's why they call it the game of life. And I draw a lot of comparisons between chess and dating. I'm a lifestyle and dating coach. And similarly to like what I just said, there's certain things, principles. There's principles that you can study, but you can't really, like, you don't. First of all, the thing about chess is you're going to take losses. You know, so if you compare chess to dating, I need to make a video 10 ways chess compares to dating. But if you compare those two, like, there's no. Do you think a world war will happen now? I don't like those type of questions. I think those questions are facetious in nature, but it's not the reality I live in. Uh, I believe people are at war with themselves. I don't know if that answers your question. I don't know how. You said you're 20, right? Where are you from and how old are you? Where are you from? Yes. Oh, shout out to Canada. I mean, Don't put your reality in my hands. I don't know if you're depressed or not. I'm not your like therapist. I'm a lifestyle and dating coach. Sometimes a lifestyle coach can be therapeutic, but I'm not really a professional therapist. I don't mean to interrupt, but do you want to 1v1? How? In chess? Are you on chess.com? Like, I don't know what to do in the future. Well, start the journal every day, and I guarantee by the end of the month, you'll figure it out. You're asking too many questions, bro. Like, ask questions about your dating life, not about my life. My life is solid. My name on chess.com is Game Like Will. Sent you a game. Everybody can see I'm playing Vanguard right now. He talking that talk, but he ain't pick up. Oh, okay. Let's see. He's white, I'm black. Yo, Vanguard, you still there? Or is you just on the phone? If if someone's looking at you for a long period of time, they might be attracted to you. But if they just glance one time, no. But you need to get on my Patreon, bro. Because you need coaching for real, for real. Yeah, man. Or follow me on Instagram. Link in my bio. And DM me and say, this is Ali. Because you need to be getting all these Canadian chicks, bro. Yo, Daytona, what's good, bro? How you been, my guy? What you been up to? Yeah, I got a paid course, bro. I got a paid course. Go to my last video. My boy said he on the clock getting them ducats. I respect it. My guy out here getting that bag. But yeah, go to my last video. Look in the comments. What's good, P? Look in the comments and you'll see I posted a post of my Patreon. Click on the Patreon and sign up. It's only $12, $11 a whatchamacallit, a month. Damn, Riot, I just took your queen, Riot. You out here doing bad. What's up with you, Riot? You don't have like, bro, you have like 2K subscribers. I don't think you should be charging $11 per month. What type of bitch ass shit are you talking about? Now you gonna teach me? Now you the teacher? You the financial coach or something? I don't know if you trying to compliment me or if you trying to say, I don't know what you talking about, bro. But this is what happens when people questioning shit. Man, I don't even need you, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Sorry, Riot. I had to do it to my boy
You
Riot.
won because you seized the moment. Way to make it count.
I had to do you dirty, Riot. Anybody else ever challenge me on chess.com, you getting that smoke. Promise you. Oh shit. I want to review the game. They won't let me. Yeah, right. I had to do you filth. Had to do you filth. I tried to review the game so I could see what point you went bad, what point I started winning, but either way it go, it's all good. You win some, you lose some. And this the type of mentality y'all gotta have when y'all go out this door in the field, when you go to school, when you go to the park, grocery stores, gas station. It don't matter where you go. That's why I like chess, because it quiets the part of you that overthink. I'm a lifestyle and dating coach. Lifestyle and dating coach. If you don't want my help for $12 a month, then get the fuck on. Because here's the thing. You talking about 2K subscribers like you got 4 or 5 subscribers. You don't even got 5 subscribers. But I'm not trying to go back and forth with you because at this point, like I said, bro, I don't even think you'll be useful for the, you know? I don't think you care about or even want the information. You just want to be questioning shit like a woman. We don't care how many subscribers you got, bro. Go go on your channel then. What you over here for? What are you over here for? You were suspicious from the beginning. No, I didn't scam shit. You were suspicious from the beginning. Like everything you asked me since you've been in here, I'm like, why is this motherfucker like on my nuts? Like, oh, you only respond to your moderators. You sound like a woman. Like you nagging me like a woman. But then when it come time to make moves, you wanna try to act like you on a level that is you're not. Your name is Croissant Man. Who the fuck is you? Y'all niggas don't got no merit in my reality. No, I don't think I'm above nobody. I'm just not a bitch. So if I see somebody and I'm like, okay, I'm on their channel, I'm gonna be respectful because it's not my channel. I'm not gonna be a dick rider from afar. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not gonna be like, oh, I don't really think he got the game, but I'm gonna ask him mad bitch ass questions about nothing to waste his time. I'm not gonna do that. We just two different people. Like obviously you've been scammed in the past because you had to be scammed in the past because you trying to figure out if I'm scamming and I find that to be weird. You got trust issues like a fucking woman. You know what it is though, Ali? You don't got a brain at all. You a beta male and you're an overthinker. Like you said earlier, you're probably depressed. So you sitting around dick riding and you calling it having a brain. Like you ever argue with a woman? You can't beat a woman in an argument because she thinks she's right no matter what. That's what's happening right now. And I really don't want this video to be infected and infected with losers. So now I'm gonna start kicking y'all bitch niggas out early. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this coward Connor guy. He gotta go right off the rip because he ain't even got no time in here. And shut your bitch ass up, nigga. See, they're trying to get me out of character so that they could flag my channel and shit. But I already know how y'all weaklings operate. Y'all are the real scam. Y'all coming in here trying to get me offended. I'm not trying to offend y'all. I don't even know y'all from a hole in the wall.
You found some tactics in that game, but the clock was not your friend.
Man, shut your ass up. I don't even listen. I'm gonna do me regardless. I'm getting matches on dating apps. My dating life, I'm satisfied. I wouldn't give a fuck if you got on Patreon or not. How am I scamming you if I don't give a fuck if you get on the Patreon or not? I'm trying to help your raggedy ass. And you coming at me trying to expose me like a coward, and I'm trying to help you. And I'm trying to put you on a path where we can actually have Cause didn't I say to your stupid ass, didn't I say you don't even gotta get on the Patreon, you could just follow my Instagram and DM me? Didn't I just say that to your stupid ass? See, this is what I'm talking about. That's what I'm sensing, like a fucking girl. You sensitive ass motherfucker. That's what I'm sensing. Look, no, my niggas will smack the hell out of you talking about you sensing something. I don't give a damn about you sensing anything. This was wrong with you. You sensitive. And you think you sensing something. Well, if you sensing something, why don't you sense your bitch ass onto somebody else's YouTube channel? Since you so sensitive and all your feelings and you know us, your senses are feelings, right? You know those are feelings. And you know feelings are not logical. You know America tricks your senses every day. With through your five senses, they trick you on a daily basis. You know, since a kid, you've been indoctrinated and tricked through your senses. So you're in a very vulnerable state right now because obviously you're still only 20. Like you said, you're 20 years old. You wet behind the ears. You offended. And you don't got no fucking game because you talking about because women looked at you, that you think that you got attract, that you ask me, do you think the women that stared at me in high school like me because they stared at me? Like, you don't even know how much game that is not. And you in here trying to question my program, everything that I stand for, that I'm doing. And that's offensive. And I'm gonna keep it a buck. I'm trying to block you, but I'm so offended that I haven't blocked you yet. Because sometimes I like to see what y'all losers is talking about. I should be more aware of how I make others feel. No, I shouldn't. The fuck you talking about? I am aware of how I'm making you feel. Nah, well, let me take that back. I'm not responsible for how you feel. Your parents are responsible for how you feel. And your parents are the reason why you have feelings as a man. And you think that you have logic, but you're really using your senses, which is you're sensing something, right? Oh, I sense that he's a fraud. He don't got experience. He don't know what he talk about. I sense that he's scamming and he wants to, because he brought up, because I said something about getting on Patreon, just $12 a month. When the whole world revolves around money, right? The whole world revolves around money. So what you think? You're not my friend, so I'm not about to just give you information for free. You're not my homie. You're a random person online, so why would I? You're not even using your logic. And that's why you talk about sensitive, how I'm making you feel. Like I'm supposed to be like the world care how you feel. Like I'm like the whole world gonna care how you feel. And that's why you can't approach women, because if you approach women, they're gonna hurt your feelings. And you're gonna go hide under your bed like a girl. You know that women don't approach men because they're scared of rejection, right? So what makes you different? Any different? You're just like a woman. And that's why you talk about how I make you feel. What? That's crazy. I wouldn't even, and you talk about my subscriber count, 2K, like you could reach 2K. And then you not worrying about how you might make me feel while telling me to worry about how I'm making you feel. And in order for me to go live in front of people, I have to deal with people that are aggressively trolling me every day. So if I can't worry about how people make me feel. That's what I'm telling you, bro. Like, that feeling shit is crazy, bro. You want some other shit. Hold on. This is why I don't like weak people. This is why I don't hang with weak people. This is why I don't tolerate I'm no nonsense, because it's like, bro, yeah, you see how emotional you are? This is why the black community get a bad rep now. Because as soon as somebody get offended, you want to pull out a gun. Because you soft, like a woman. You too emotional, bro. This is what I'm talking about. You can't hang around niggas like you. You can't. You can't. That's bad for business. I ain't gonna lie. Literally. That's why when I brought up business, you started acting bad. You think I'm just about to sit here and just like what you think this is? I don't think I'm better than nobody but a bitch. And if if you acting like a bitch, then I'm sorry. Like, I'm sorry that you're a bitch. I'm sorry. But don't expect me to feel bad for you. Don't nobody feel bad for me. So, like, it don't even make sense. You out here acting soft as hell. Cause I brought up $12 a month. Soon as somebody trying to sell something, the women start crying out. And anybody emotionally tethered start crying out. You was dick riding the whole time, asking mad questions that I didn't even have to answer. I'm like, why this nigga the FBI or something? I'm sitting here thinking to myself, he like, yo, how old is you? I'm like, I shouldn't even answer that. Like, who is he to ask me how old I am? Who is this nigga? I'm like, fuck it. Let me just answer this nigga question because you asking all these questions. That's the problem. You want shit for free. Soon as shit get real, you gonna act like a woman. You don't even deserve to be on this channel. This channel is not for the weak. Like, I know a lot of incels think they could come over here and that we gonna have like a cuddle party or some shit where we could talk about our feelings and shit. But that's not what this is. This channel headed in a whole different direction where it's like, you ain't even gonna feel comfortable coming around saying that shit in a couple months. Like, and that's what's going on, chat, if y'all paying attention. This what happens. Like, certain losers will come around and think that they see me and them. And they'll try to start small talk conversation. And I'll give them the benefit of the doubt. Like, okay, maybe this person is, looking for help. Maybe they want some game. Shit, I don't know what they want now at this point. They want some attention from a guy. They want man attention. I can't be going back and forth with you little motherfuckers. Crazy as hell. Niggas that talk to you don't want to put no money in your pocket. Fuck you talking to me about? The bitches that you will never have? Like, what are you talking about? Like, when I was growing up, I used to wonder why certain people would get bullied. Like, I used to be just like you. But I see it clear as day right now. I ain't gonna hold you. Like, cause that shit just pissed me off. Like if we was in real life, I probably would have punched you, bro. Possibly. On GTA. I probably would have had to. Just to show everybody, like, it's a difference between somebody like me and like you, bro. I'm actually gonna pay for the game that I want to. I'm not gonna ask niggas. Like, I might ask for some game, but then when it's too much, I'm like, okay, you deserve money for this. Cause it's life changing information. You're not gonna get no life changing information on YouTube. You're not gonna get the real information. So I'm trying to help your busted and disgusted ass. And you over here acting like somebody with a vagina. And that type of shit bothered me, bro. Cause I know women who think like you. I don't know too many real men that think like that, but I know a lot of women who think like that. Oh, he must be scamming because there's money involved. Get your bitch ass out of here, man. That's the way you know it's not a scam. By taking a risk. What you talking about? You act like money don't come back around. But this game, once you turn a nigga off so bad, a nigga not fucking with you at all. You could pay a nigga gonna scam you now. Now a nigga really gonna scam your soft ass. Cause before money was invented, you had to respect niggas. That's what I'm telling you. Y'all just be coming in here just saying anything. You before money was invented, it was about being likable. Like you just come in this shit saying anything. Damn, man. Then you had like three more little weirdos behind you. Once I get emotional, once I get in my feelings, I start losing my chess game and everything. But that's how I know that losers are infiltrating my channel. Like I literally can't be emotional and play the game at the same time. Like, but that's a clear indicator. Like, yo, these weird ass niggas all over the place, gang. Like, they gotta go. They gotta go in order for the survival of shit, certain things. Like, cause y'all is emotional as fuck. $12, bro. You overly emotional. Like I don't paid multiple people for multiple things in my YouTube career, like in my YouTube journey. And like I said, I don't even care, but it's the fact that you try to like I'm pressuring you or something, nigga. If you don't want to learn some shit, don't learn. Fuck you talking about? Some people make it impossible to be humble. Like that's the problem with society too. Like I'm a very humble guy. You got watch my videos and my lives for the last 2 years. Like I'm nice to everybody who come here. But when I see a loser talking like they better or like oh, you only got 2K subscribers, you shouldn't be what? Before I had 2K subscribers, I had niggas get in my DM on Instagram that's famous, more famous than me, talking about, yo, you downcharge it. You need to upcharge niggas. So I can't take losers serious, man. Y'all don't even know what y'all be talking about. $12 ain't nothing. That's less than a pizza, nigga. Go to Domino's and keep killing yourself, then, nigga. Fuck you talking about?
came out on top thanks to a game-changing middle game tactic.
Nigga said, but just hear me out. So you calling me raggedy because I'm not buying your course? Yeah, that's exactly why I'm calling you raggedy. Because how is it that I don't went years without having jobs and shit, and still, like, it's not even the fact about, I'm using the word raggedy as your character. Like, you're a raggedy nigga in general. Like, it ain't even about the money or anything. It's just the type of person you is, like, and I don't owe you no respect either. So it's like, there's no correcting what I'm saying. Like, because if you wasn't, you would have just acted totally different. Like, it ain't even about the money and it ain't even about the course. It's just your personality, just some sucker shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like people like you are wasting people like my time. Cause you got like, you think just cause your life is horrible, that my life is horrible. You gotta realize it's a difference between thinking you better than somebody and them really being a coward. Cause bro, like I said, what are you here for? You asking me what am I on live for? Why do you care? The fuck are you worried about grown ass man for? I'm not. See what I'm saying? Like the basis of your questions are already off. It's already sour questions. It's already feminine, hate, scorn, like wicked women questions. Like, I'm not worried about why another nigga on YouTube right now. Like, you think you could just be nosy in another man's life and that's cool? That's not cool. That's what girls do. They watch soap operas. They watch VH1. They watch other people's lives. And then they look for arguments. Instead of having a life. Because if you had a life, you wouldn't be fucking with me. See what I'm saying? So you talking about, I think I'm better. What if I did? What the fuck you gonna do about it? You obviously are watching me. I'm not watching you.
Nice work to save that game with a clever checkmate.
If I'm not watching you and you watching me, don't that make me better than you? In some way that make me better than you. You haven't just been watching me for 10 minutes either. Cause you're paying me regardless by watching me, dumbass. Since my 2K subscribers ain't a lot, right? In your brain, in your dumbass brain, right? 'Cause your brain ain't even 2K. 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 'Cause your brain ain't even I get paid regardless, dumbass. So I'm saying, you think somebody attacking you, I'm attacking the femininity inside of you. Because I know too many people like you. And it's not cool. I said I think women like me automatically. Yeah, but okay. You saying that you're saying the same thing I'm saying. But you're not me. So maybe girl, okay, say women like both of us because of our looks or whatever. Do you know that game has nothing to do with looks? Like looks matter, but the courses that I'm selling is more about personality and conversation skills and sexual bedroom knowledge. Like that loser came in here talking about, oh, you don't even got a lot of experience. Blah, 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 blah. How do you know, bitch? Like, how do you know? You watch one video of a person and you think you know that person. And the fact that I even do this line of fire of work implies that I'm learning shit that you just aren't. Even if I'm only learning a little bit, I'm learning more than you. But that's the problem, bro. That's the problem I'm having with you losers. Is that y'all think I know it all because y'all think y'all know it all. It's not because I really think I know it all, because I know I don't know it all, because the dating coach know he don't know it all. Dumbass. If you even step it, it's like if I was a fireman. A fireman realizes he don't know a lot because he's learning it right now. You're not even in the school to even talk shit to the fireman. The only thing you could say is, man, I don't trust that you're a real fireman because, I'm feminine and I sense that you're not a real fireman. And because I sense that you're not a real fireman, you must not be a real fireman. You see what I'm saying? That shit is insane. And you want to argue like a woman, man. That's what's wrong with you niggas. I don't even like arguing. I gotta remind niggas, bro. I don't even like arguing, bro. Like, I come from a generation of fighting. Like, we fight. I don't like arguing, bro. This internet shit is stressing nigga out fast. Like, Damn, man. I'm about to lose because this loser talking to me. And he thinks I'm a meanie. He thinks I'm a meanie. I'm still gonna win. That's how you show a loser that they are a loser, by still winning. Y'all don't even know that about the game. Damn, that was a draw with a loser. Because of too many losers around.
Well, you played a very interesting game.
He said, you clearly said that you think girls like you automatically. Yeah, but that don't mean you're sleeping with them, jackass. Hold on, let me see. So that makes the two of us. No, it doesn't. No, see, you try to losers always want to latch. I don't like people who try to latch on to me with them. Cause they know they're wrong for that. You're a fucking loser. And you trying to make it seem like we got something in common. That's the only thing losers ever tried to do in life. You say that, wait, you say like a lot. Get this Allison bitch out of here. Okay, so how do you present yourself in front of clients? What? I just be myself. Fuck are you talking about? Like, what is this loser talking about? Why do losers try to vet people that they can't and shouldn't vet? That's what I'm trying to figure out about losers. Who the fuck do you think you are? Which you got 50 subscribers. You think women like you because they looked at you. And you're a fucking loser, gang. Anonymous said, what's your type? You gotta be some fine shit, attractive. You know, that's it. That's it. Fine, attractive, obedient, submissive. Feminine nature. You can't be a troll. You can't be a loser, gang. How often do you go live? Every day. I try to go live every day. So every other day. He said, okay, let's do a free trial. Let me tell y'all how losers operate. He said, okay, let's do a free trial. If you provide good info, you get the whole subscription. This guy is a fucking clown. And then he said, does the world revolve around girls? He said maybe yours does, mine's don't. Wait, maybe yours does, not mine. So then go bag some guys if that's the case. Cause I'm teaching guys how to talk to women, and you don't like that. You don't like women, so and you don't like the fact that you think women like you because they looked at you once. They looked at you, bro. They just looked at you. You know when I go out in public, I see every face that is in the vicinity. So I looked at everybody, and everybody seen me. So that's your criteria for how to get women, or you just not somebody I respect, bro. I just can't even make this shit up. And it's not even about women. It's not about money or women. It just the type person you is, bro. Like you a goofy. Uh, bro doesn't even realize I subscribed to him early. So what? I'm thinking about blocking you, bro. I almost didn't recognize you with hoodie on. Just block him. Waste of time, I believe. All right. I was going to read everything he said, but Anonymous said to block you. And once somebody else say it, I got to do it because I already was thinking about doing it. But I'm like, fuck it. Let's have fun with him. Let's see. Let's see if he really got made of something. But it's no point. I look like a 7-Eleven worker today. Look like Miss Hasbrown already got to him. Can you go back to the topic, please? There was really no topic in this. The topic was should I go to Dunkin' Donuts or Starbucks? And then the topic was help me get a dirt bike, which y'all probably, I mean, y'all could help assist that journey, but y'all really can't really do anything about that. But there's no real topic right now. After I get my coffee, though, we might have a good topic. It's only 4:45, so you see how right now the conversation went back to just normality. This fucking loser. This is why I hate them, because they come in here to pervert and distort any good vibes, and then once it become combative, they thrive in that environment, just like a fucking parasite. This social media stuff is fun when it's fun, but you open up to everybody. You know, this is like a worldwide web, so it's very, very. You know, a lot of people who come in here be just weird. I be like, damn, why this motherfucker on my nuts like that, bruh? Don't even make no sense. So, Trayon, what's good? 50? What you mean 50? I'm back. Vanguard, nobody cares. Shut up. See, you can't be violating. See, can't be violating the mods. Ever date a granny? It's Liddy. I don't know what the hell you talking about, man. I ain't date no granny. No cap, I ain't date no granny. Um, I might start the live over though before we go to Dunkin' Donuts. Yeah, man, these losers be infesting the chat, man. That shit is sad, bro. I hate that shit. How do you talk to women? Go out. You got to go outside. You got to be in proximity to women, or go on a dating app, or go on Facebook. It's not how. I mean, it's not. It's not how. It's more of. Well, it is how and when. I was gonna say it's more of a when. Like when do you feel like going outside? But schedule, I guess. Schedule talk. It's more schedule talk than it is how, because I can't tell you how to do something if you're in a like right now. If y'all look at me, it's four walls. Me and four walls. It's me and four walls. What do you mean we're the plan for the day? What do you mean by that? We're the plan for the day. But I got chicks on apps, and that's why I'm trying to tell the loser that we had to kick out of here that me and him are now on the same level, but he can't tell. A lot of people can't tell. People don't know you just by seeing you. You feel me, Miss Hash Brown? What you reacting to? Something I said? People can't tell you're a winner or a loser all the time when they see you. Like you ever, you might see a white guy dressed in a Walmart hoodie. Like if you didn't know who Rick Ross was and he was wearing a Walmart hoodie, I literally got my whole outfit is like these was like $20. These pants was like $15. This hoodie was like 15 or something. So that's 30, 50, $50. Like, and then the hat, whatever, I had this shit for years. Like since like last year, 2 years ago. But how you're dressed has nothing to do with your like, yes, women are gonna take that at face value. Don't get me fucking wrong. I'm keeping it a buck. I understand that. Like women are gonna judge your fit. But it's like you could still get numbers in a regular Walmart fit. Like you could still exchange information. You could still be P with the outfit on. You could be P with an outfit fit from the flea. You could still get to know. You can still have conversations, bro. That's my whole point. It's me in the four walls right now, but all the chicks I'm talking to is all on this phone, not on this phone. They on the phone that I'm talking to y'all off of. So you just gotta go outside, bro. Go to the park. Go to Walmart. Go to Target. Go to the thrift store. To be honest, I kind of fuck with the thrift store more than Walmart. And a little bit more than Target. Target and the thrift store like neck and neck. But the thrift store is tough because it's exotic looking chicks. It's chicks that read books. In the thrift store. The thrift store, depending on which one, but all of them really, they bring in some exotic looking chick. But if you go to Walmart, it's going to be a certain type of energy. Different type. But I don't got some chicks from Walmart. But it just depends. How many should you have on your roster? Why is your name anonymous? I don't like that you're asking good questions from a page that's all black called anonymous. My bad, y'all. What's the plan for the day? You getting coffee? Riot, what you got to say? Why y'all dropping emojis? Say something. I wonder if it's hot outside. How many should you have on your roster? You look like a man who can appreciate a nice Fromunda cheese. No facts. That's why I need the real people to tune in, cause that give the losers a realization that, oh, I gotta be real. I gotta be real. See, and that's what I was talking about that loser that was in here. I'm like, oh, he think I'm like him. He laughed at me because I had 2K subscribers. He had 50 subscribers. He told me I was trying to scam him because I was trying to help him to at least learn how to start to approach women. Like, but see, sometimes niggas is so far in the wormhole. They so far gone. They're too far gone that it just can't happen. So that's why as a coach I'm learning, don't offer shit niggas don't ask for. Cause now the nigga harassing me and shit. And the GL Dub don't like being harassed. Cause I grew up in a time where we was very physical creatures. So, I don't like being cyber bullied. Cause I'm gonna find you in real time. On some G shit. Hi, are you Muslim? I'm black Muslim. Technically, I grew up on Christian time, but half Christian, half Muslim, I guess. I'm not a big religious guy. But I do understand the laws of the land. What type of woman would be a good match for me? I'm kind of cheap when it comes to buying items or food, and I'm wondering how much should I spend on someone I'm dating? You shouldn't spend a damn thing. I mean, if you got a job, how much you make a week? You got to be realistic. You know, at first you shouldn't have to spend anything. Spend time. Spend words. Spend sperm. See what I'm saying? Spend energy. If she don't appreciate those God-given items, she's out of pocket by nature. You already lost, my son. You already lost. If she can't appreciate how I got here from fucking. I got here from sperm. I was a sperm before I got here. If she ain't trying to reduplicate that situation, she ain't for you. How don't guys see that? I'm going to tell you why we don't see it. Because movies indoctrinated us to be, beta. My favorite movie is a beta male movie. Love Don't Cost a Thing. Nick Cannon. Running after that pretty bit. Still my favorite movie. But I refuse to be the child watching that movie. Then the man that I am. My bad. I gotta burp that bullshit up, man. I ate some bullshit. See, my body don't even let bullshit stay inside of it for long. Like, it be like, my body, it feel like I'm suffocating when I eat bullshit. And it comes up if it's bullshit. If it's like real food, like blueberries, raspberries, it puts you on the toilet. That's a different conversation. That's good though. That's regenerative food. Will put you on the toilet. Bullshit burps up. It just burps up. It's like your body don't deserve that type of treatment. Sir Quavo, is that you? That's like the third or fourth time I've been called Quavo in my life. or amigo. And I'm like, none of them niggas is light skinned. Talking to women is simple. Just walk over and say hello. Ask a question based on environment you're in. Facts. Shout out to Prince. I like that. But that's not going to lead to man to woman interaction. That's not enough information for her to station on your PlayStation, if you get what I'm saying. It's not enough. It's not enough gaming just saying nice day, isn't it, Susie? That's not enough. It's not enough. And that's what game is about. It's about going deeper on things that seem simple. It seems simple but if it was simple, everybody would be gamified. Everybody can't be gamified. Which is why I told that fucking loser to get on Patreon. And anyone who don't get on Patreon is a loser. Sorry, Prince. I know you're not on Patreon. $12 a month. But my boy Moochie got on Patreon within a week. I haven't even dropped hardly any videos over there. But that let me know that Moochie is a real nigga. Because every time he get on my live, he asks a question or he let me know. Yo, I approached the chick at the train station. I approached the chick. He ain't fucking around with no dating apps. This nigga really out here. So you could tell the difference between people who are wildlife creatures and people who are just not. A wildlife creature is somebody who has potential. They just need a little bit of help, but they got the potential. Like me, I always had hella potential, but I just needed a little bit of coaching, just a little bit of coaching. Right? Because you can't see the invisible shit you can't see. I don't care how much of a wildlife creature you is. Like if a bear walks on one of them little ropes, them nooses, and it gets wrapped around their foot, then you stuck. You can't see what you can't see. And that's deeper level of game. Like that's what niggas be needing. Niggas, we all know that if you open up a conversation, you're not gonna fuck. But a chick might like you from just you opening up a conversation, but that's not giving you enough tools to lead the whole conversation where you want it to go. Like I was talking to a chick on TikTok earlier, and when you on TikTok, I was in her live. And when you in somebody live, you can't really spit game the way you want to because there's a bunch of losers in there and you might blend in. Only thing I could do was ask her, do you know how to cook? Why did I ask her, do she know how to cook? Can anybody answer that question? Because before that, I was talking about Tupac because her name was something Shakur. And it was like a trolling of Tupac. And I was like, name one song by Tupac. That's how I started off the conversation. Name one song by Tupac. She laughed at that. She was like, I don't really know one song. She was like, my name. She was like, are you asking me that because of my name? And I was like, yeah. Then, again, you got to remember all the other losers that's commenting. It started this whole conversation about rappers. People bringing up NBA YoungBoy, bringing up this person, and a lot of people don't respect Tupac name. They gotta put some respect on my guy name. Stop playing with Pac. This nigga was the best rapper to ever touch the microphone. And I stand on it. But anyway, so I was kind of checking her like that. And checking a bunch of the people in the crowd, like, man, you tripping. Pac that nigga, right? But then as the conversation went on, I'm realizing like, yo, bro, you in her chat a little too long. You're not really letting her know, like, you're not really making it man to woman. You being like a fan. So at that point, I was like, you know what? Can you cook? And she responded to that because everybody else is saying a bunch of clown shit. You know what I'm saying? And this is what y'all got to learn how to start to do when you're talking to a chick that you asleep with. A lot of dudes make fun of virgins, but there's value to not being touched. Man, I don't know what a lot of people do. And I don't concern myself with a lot of people because a lot of people ain't a specific person, which is me. And when you're a specific person, you don't concern yourself with that. I'm not here to have a debate or a conversation about versions. Fuck versions. You know what I'm saying? That shit is annoying, bro. It's played out. If you a virgin and you take pride in it, why are you here? I'm not teaching virgins how to lose their virginity. I'm not teaching that. I'm not teaching that. But then, Prince, you be on some shit like, oh, look at this chick right here. You DM me, look at this chick right here. I'm trying to fuck her. I'm trying to. What you sound confused. Like that shit is annoying. Stop bringing confusion to the coaches unless it's something that's really some real shit. Like I said, shout out to my boy Moochie. He got on the Patreon and he still bring up real shit. You're not bringing up no fairy tale shit. How you gonna be subscribed to me? All I'm talking about is fucking and bedroom knowledge, and you take pride in being a virgin. What we got to talk about? What we got in common? Because any chick I say hello to, I'm trying to smash. So I don't know what you talking about. You value being not touched. I don't. I value being touched like a motherfucker. Someone else told me to be careful around these blonde snow bunnies. My grandpa was joking about this bartender who I'm interested in. He said, I'll tell her that I want to keep in contact with her. He was joking about me and her meeting upstairs of the restaurant. Why are you talking to your grandfather when you're a virgin? Like, ain't nothing wrong with having like small talk with your family about women, but it's like if you ain't really out here approaching women, because remember you made that promise and I know you fucking lied through your fucking teeth. You haven't been approaching women. This is why you're talking to your grandfather. Come on, man. This shit getting worse and worse. Because y'all don't want to get on a Patreon. And y'all don't want to fucking listen to me. And y'all keep doing that shit. Like, I'm not going to be tolerating that shit, man. I'm not going to lie. Because now y'all pulling my leg. Like, and that's the thing. Y'all not going to take me serious if I don't set the example on some of y'all. Because then I'm starting to sound like someone who just keep talking in circles. And then y'all make bitches like this feel like they got a voice. And they don't. Fake ass Clyde motherfucker. Yeah, Prince, I don't think you want it for real, bro. I'm about to start treating you, bro. Like, and that's the thing that's so crazy, bro. It's like, I can't, it's kind of like I'm on a journey too. Y'all don't peep that shit though, because y'all want to play around. But I'm not playing around. So, like, you got to think about it. When I first started this channel, obviously, I was at a certain level. That was like 2 years ago. And every man should be on a journey, not a fucking destination. Because real men don't never stop growing. And if I'm growing and I'm saying the same shit over and over again, but you don't listen, and I could tell who's serious and who not, I really can. And so can women. So it's kind of like you're not on the Patreon. You playing, bro. You playing. Coming in here repeating the same shit. And you gotta look at all the trolls that's in here. So when you do it and then I see them, it's like y'all both double teaming me now. I can't do this any longer. After August, if you're not on the Patreon and you disrespectful, you getting blocked automatically. Now the people that's moderators, you gonna lose your modifications. And if you're not a moderator, I'm not gonna respond to you the same way. So it's a gradient of respect that you get in life. And if you're a moderator, I'm gonna talk to you when you come in here. I'm gonna like, yo, what's up? What's up? I hold you to a certain standard. Once you lose that badge, you go backwards. And if you playing around after that, you gotta go. Because it's stressful, bro. I'm not gonna hold you. And this channel is not for stress. This channel is for the game. The game is not stress. It's not stress. Not my program. I don't know about other niggas. My shit is not stress. We out of that department. That department is over. That's why losers keep coming in here. They keep thinking, oh, I could just come in here. Like, he's gonna respond and we're gonna have a conversation about nothing. This ain't that. I promise you. I just got a new iPhone. I'm already matching with women on Tinder. I done got like 7 matches so far, 8, 9 matches. And I just got this phone. Like 8 new matches. I could be responding to them. I'm coming here and I'm seeing certain shit and it's not adding up. It's 11 o'clock. That's why I don't eat bullshit, man. This should be having you burping like a motherfucker. Shit crazy. But yeah, man, I'm gonna have to start setting an example on some of y'all. It's no hard feelings, it's just business. Since y'all think I'm scamming y'all and shit like that, and y'all don't respect my business, y'all don't respect a businessman when you see one. Y'all want to neglect and deject a businessman, keep a nigga in the streets. Y'all don't want to see a nigga eat. Y'all want to see a nigga serving that dope, serving that raw. You know what I'm saying? That's dishonorable on y'all part. Coming in this motherfucker playing around. Your grandfather should have told you, go approach that chick. He supposed to teach you how to go fishing. If he ain't teach you that, then he ain't teaching you. I coach people on this channel how to be hunters. That's it. Nothing more, nothing less, nigga. I don't teach people how to watch and look and then the fucking elk walk by and shit. I don't teach that shit. Oh, I'm gonna tell my friend that you think he cute. I don't teach that shit. You better motherfucking have a pair, or these women gonna make you disappear. No bullshit. You gotta be bold in the game. I gotta make a video on that, by the way. That's actually a good title. But you really gotta be bold in the game. You got to. because you're not gonna fit in. You're not gonna fit in. I'm about to start the live over though. We about to go for a walk to Dunkin' Donuts. Gonna get a coffee. So come back if you still.